Hello guys, back again with the Alrazda channel, and this time, as always, we will be back to talk about the best Donghua series, and of course, it is SwallowedStar. In the previous episode, we saw Nolan Shan, who unfortunately did not die at the hands of Ming Yu because there was interference from the top brass of the White Tiger Tower organization. In addition, there was also Lord Wu, who appeared in Luo Feng's plane after the pulse chip was activated by Lei Shen. And in the end, Lei Shen will also get the inheritance left by Master Kabu. Meanwhile, the inheritance of the crystal ball exchanged by the 9th princess and Hargrave was just a joke deliberately designed by Lord Wu. Then what will happen in this episode? Without lingering any longer, we will go straight to the storyline. Still located on Luo Feng's team plane that was speeding towards the return trip. Luo Feng and the others were stunned when Lord Wu gave an explanation that his original data that was now uploaded to the chip would make Lord Wu's main body in the world within the world enter offline mode and cause the world boundary door to never open forever, so that the warriors trapped inside the world would never be able to get out of there. Luo Feng felt very irritated by Lord Wu's behavior, which he felt was very cruel. Not only had he faked the combination password, but he had also caused many people to die in the world he lived in. Along with that, Lord Wu again explained that the inherited crystal ball was actually himself. Lord Wu, as a crystal ball, holds the knowledge possessed by Master Kabu for thousands of years, and in the end, he was able to evolve into an intelligent life form. It was completely different from the rumors that spread in the outside world. The crystal ball was instead thought to be an object that could allow warriors to evolve to a higher level. After listening to the story, Lord Wu asked Lei Shen if he could now accept the legacy he was about to leave, making Lei Shen the disciple and successor of his master. Raising the tension a bit, Lei Shen emphasized that Lord Wu had put Luo Feng and the others in very dangerous situations many times. And even Tian Nan, one of his colleagues, had to die because of the rules made by Lord Wu. But in the previous incident, Lord Wu felt that he was completely innocent. It was appropriate for the strong to make a rule, and the weak could not do anything about it. After all, it was also a consequence that had to be accepted by the warriors, who had intended to fight for treasures in the world within the world. Seeing that Lei Shen was about to get emotional, Luo Feng and Hong would not insist if Lei Shen did not want Master Kabu's inheritance. Babata would also support Lei Shen's choice. Trying to think for a moment, Lei Shen recalled that the current situation of Earth itself was not good, considering there were invaders who wanted to control it. And only then did he make up his mind. That's right, Lei Shen himself didn't really want Master Kabu's secret method. But since Earth had to be protected, he would inevitably accept his legacy. Along with that, in order to prevent Lord Wu from doing anything wrong to Lei Shen, Babata would take Lord Wu offline for a while and keep him in a safe place. Thus, the combat power to be able to protect Earth has increased slightly. However, Hong is still not confident, considering that their enemy has reached the universe level. While the strongest Earth fighters have only reached the star level, of course there is a gap in strength between them that is still far adrift. Aogu, who heard the conversation, then immediately left for a while without explaining where he was going. He asked for permission to leave for a while. Luo Feng and the others then arrived at Earth's second base, the planet Bailan. There were already staff from the Galactic Bank of the Universe asking Luo Feng to submit a list of items he wanted to sell. These items were some of the treasures Luo Feng had obtained in the previous worlds. And after the sale was completed, the proceeds would be directly transferred to Luo Feng's bank account. After the matter was over, Luo Feng and the others buried Gaia and Hook's bodies on planet Bailan. Although the meeting between them was quite short, the two people had given Luo Feng a lot of great help, so he considered Gaia and Hook as his comrades in arms. Luo Feng deliberately chose that place as a resting location, because Bailan was a very quiet planet. It was far from any noise, let alone massacres, so the two of them could rest in peace there.
胡克，你们就在这里安睡。这里很宁静，没有喧闹与厮杀。
We returned to Luo Feng's ship, which was heading for Earth, and was scheduled to arrive in one day. But it's strange that it's been this long, but they still haven't received any news from Aogu, who's gone somewhere. Babata thought that since Aogu was now free, it could be that Aogu was now searching for the meaning of life, just like Lord Wu did before. Of course it's impossible, said Luo Feng, because Aogu previously said that he was only gone for a while. How naive, replied Babata. Considering that the biochip installed in Aogu's brain had already been removed, it was clear that he had now escaped. There was no other reason for him to stay by Luo Feng's side. If indeed what Babata said was true, Luo Feng did not regret it at all. It didn't matter to him that Aogu left. Luo Feng promised he freed him anyway. Not long after, Babata was suddenly delighted when he found a message saying that Luo Feng's previous treasure had been sold out. The money had also been transferred, and the total obtained from the sale of the entire treasure was 11.23 trillion cosmic coins, which was said to be equivalent to dozens of galactic regions. Normally, that much money would be owned by a sector lord-level warrior, but at his current level, Luo Feng already has it. Luo Feng immediately distributed the money he got into Hong and Lei Shen's accounts. When making the distribution, Luo Feng again remembered about Aogu, because Aogu should also be entitled to the money earned from the previous adventure. And in the midst of it all, Babata brought back good news. After Luo Feng's account had grown, he was now a 3-star customer of the Universe Bank, and he received invitations from 2 big companies, Ganwu Auction House and Giant Axe Arena, one of the 5 big giant companies in the universe. And they had to choose one of the invitations given. And of course, the 3 of them would choose the Giant Axe Arena. To Babata, the 3 people in front of him were like fighting enthusiasts. And then Babata explained that in the Giant Axe Arena, there would be duels every day. And that was very different from the killing field, which was just a virtual battle. The Giant Axe Arena was a real battle of life and death. Lei Shen himself was very interested in the Giant Axe Arena, but for now, it was better if they returned to Earth first and made preparations before the war. Babata continued to explain that if the battles in the Giant Axe Arena could be seen through the virtual space of the universe, watching the matches there would help develop the cultivation of Luo Feng and the others later. That was why, without lingering, the 3 of them entered the virtual space to try watching the matches in the Giant Axe Arena live. A lot of warriors were fighting there, and who would have thought that among the list of names there was also Aogu? It was surprising, which made Luo Feng respect Aogu.
这么多啊！等等，这个是敖古。真是敖古啊！
The referee from the Giant Axe Arena explained that the duel between the 2 warriors would be a battle between life and death. Aogu this time has to fight a 9th-level star-level warrior named Gaiki, who comes from the planet Luxiu. Although not a spiritual master, Gaiki at the current level already has ice and snow domain abilities, proving that Aogu's opponent is extremely talented. After clashing their respective attacks, Gaiki was able to freeze Aogu's mental weapons and himself down to the molecules quite easily. He also recognized that Aogu was a strong opponent, but it was a shame that he had to defeat him here and come out on top. And as a final attack, Gaiki launched straight at Aogu while unleashing a slash. But when faced with death just inches away from him, Aogu managed to make a breakthrough. He broke through the universe in a state between life and death. Gaiki also realized that this must be what Aogu wanted, where he was looking for momentum to make a breakthrough. After being freed from the opponent's domain, Aogu confirmed it. The reason why he wanted to become stronger was because his boss, aka Luo Feng, currently desperately needed his strength, which had now reached the universe level in order to defend the Earth. Aogu recognized that Gaiki was a formidable opponent, but it was a shame that he had to defeat him, given that this was the giant axe arena. As an execution attack, Aogu unleashed a flying sword, and his attack this time was able to penetrate the opponent's shield as well as his body, defeating Gaiki in one attack, and that was how Aogu was able to win the deadly duel. Pity the Gaiki who is in this giant axe arena, guys, because in fact, he is just a slave who was promised to return to his hometown after winning 1,000 times in the giant axe arena. But now he has to die in the midst of his struggle, showing how cruel life is in the universe. Aogu, who got the message from the boss who witnessed his battle, then immediately returned to the ship and immediately received a welcome from the 3 Earth warriors there. Lei Shen really didn't expect that Aogu, who left secretly, would even break through the universe level. Babata said, when Aogu, who was previously at the 9th level star level, reached the critical point, it was the one that increased the percentage of breaking through the barrier. It was a good idea, but if it failed, Aogu would obviously die. That kind of method was extremely dangerous. But after all, it was felt that Aogu had fought hard, so Luo Feng and the others greatly appreciated the actions chosen by Aogu. It was the same with the people of Earth, who would definitely appreciate it, considering he was trying this hard just to help defend Earth from the invaders. Luo Feng, who patted Aogu's shoulder, reminded himself of the moments when the two first met. At that time, Luo Feng asked if they would make a struggle. And not only that, Luo Feng also removed the slave biochip embedded in Aogu's brain and allowed him to live freely without any restraints. There was no master in the universe who treated a slave so well as Luo Feng. And now, in front of Luo Feng, Aogu also said that he would continue to fight in order to protect the house owned by his boss. Of course, and it is also your house, replied Luo Feng. After returning to Earth, Luo Feng also separated from Hong and Lei Shen for a while, where they would meet their respective families. And after that, they would gather again to make preparations to face the arrival of the aliens. But who would have thought that the Nolan Fleet would in fact arrive earlier than the scheduled time? Upon inspection, Babata discovered that the Nolan Fleet was in full speed mode and would be arriving 100 days from now. In the battle that would occur later, Luo Feng would focus the strong warriors on being at the forefront, as his side had the advantage in terms of numbers. It was true, but the problem, according to Babata, was that Luo Feng's side now only had a few universe-level warriors. On the enemy's side, after Babata retrieved the Nolan members' data from the universe's virtual space, he found out that the most powerful enemies on their way to Earth were Davin, a figure who had reached the 6th level of the universe, and Bai Kaluo, who was already at the 8th level of the universe. Despite only sending one ship, Babata was worried that the 2 people sent could easily destroy the Earth. At the same time, Luo Feng also received an email sent by the branch office to the Black Dragon Mountain Empire, which was on the planet beyond Star. While the contents of the email are still unknown, the scene moved to the enemy ship. Davin, who received a call from Nolan, reported that they were now not far from Earth, but because they were now using full speed mode, the ship could not use camouflage mode. If only the existence of their ship was known by the Earthside, and they complained to the Black Dragon Mountain Emperor, Devon was worried that they would be arrested first after being charged as space bandits. Take it easy. Nolan said the Empire will not take action in this case because, previously, the 9th Princess of the Empire suffered many losses. Many of her troops died at the hands of Luo Feng, and the princess only needs to send news to the branch office closest to the Earth so as not to act when Luo Feng gets into trouble. Thus, Nolan Shan will no longer worry when they rummage through the Earth. Pity Luo Feng, guys, because he doesn't get protection from his country anymore. And in the end, SwallowedStar episode 123 ends, guys. And for the next part of the spoilers, the Battle of Planet Earth with the Nolan family will begin soon. But Luo Feng asked the three of them, Hong, Lei Shen, and Aogu, to give him more time, where Luo Feng would break through and use the power of his golden-horned behemoth, which would make Nolan's troops very scared. Wow, that means for 2 more episodes we will see the real battle, and Luo Feng will use real power to eradicate all of Nolan Shan's troops. Okay then guys, thank you to all of you who have watched this video until the end. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.